Hello and welcome to another video in which I'm going to be solving an LRDI set from CAT 2024 slot 2. And this set is pure logical reasoning. There is very little of calculation actually present in this particular set. Maybe a bit of calculation, but not much. This is probably the least numerically intensive set in your slot 2 of CAT 2024. So in this set, we have been given the data for 8 gymnasts who have been coached by one of 3 coaches, Zina, Yuki, and Zara. And we have been given some amount of data about the coaches and how many players they have coached. We have been given the fact that they have also rated each of these players on a scale of 1 to 7, and which player has been coached by which of these coaches has been given to us. And a lot of clues have been given to us from 1 to 7. All these clues have been given to us to figure out which coach has coached which player and how much rating has each and every player received. So to solve this question, we need to break down this entire piece of information, all the data, into parts, and then use every single part to decipher a few things about the solution of this question. And once we do that, once we break down the clues, the set becomes cakewalk to solve. Even this is a pretty simple set, especially people who are good with doing a bit of trial and error, taking cases, taking possibilities, and playing around with different possibilities and making a note of every single clue one by one by one by one in sequential order. They will be able to figure out a final table using which you can solve all the questions, all 5 questions of this set very, very easily. So let me do one thing. Let me rewrite the clues given inside this particular set separately. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is in the first paragraph, a few clues have been given. So I've broken down those also into bullet points. So they've told us number of gymnasts is 8. And I'm going to tell you that I'm going to denote the 8 gymnasts by Roman numerals, which is Roman numeral 1 will be the first gymnast, Roman numeral 2 will be the second gymnast, 3 will be the third gymnast. And why I'm doing that in Roman numerals is because if I take numbers, even ratings are in terms of numbers. So I don't want to confuse ratings and gymnastics players. So I'm going to differentiate them using Roman numerals and Arabic numerals. The coaches Azina, Yuki, and Zara, I'm going to denote them by X, Y, and Z so that that becomes very clear. We have been told that each coach trained at least 2 players. So there are total 8 players, and each coach has trained at least 2 players, which means that either 2 coaches have trained 3 players each, and one coach has trained 2 players, or one coach has trained 4 players, and the others have trained 2 and 2 players each. So it's either 3-3-2 or 4-2-2 as number of players for each of the coaches. We have been told that Y only coached even numbered players and Z only coached odd numbered players, which means X could have coached a combination of odd and even numbered players. So that has been given to us. And between 1 to 8, there are 4 even numbers and 4 odd numbers. So that is also taken into consideration. And the range of ratings, we have been told that ratings are given from 1 to 7, least is 1, maximum is 7. And we will denote the ratings using Arabic numerals. By the way, Arabic numerals means these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that we generally use are called Arabic numerals. The gymnasts I'm going to denote using Roman numerals. And apart from that, the 7 clues are given, and I think the 7 clues are very simple to understand. There should not be any kind of an ambiguity within each of these clues. Clue 1 says Zina trained more players than Yuki. Okay, fine. I understand that. So which means Zina must have trained either 3 or 4 players, and Yuki must have trained exactly 2 players. That is the possibility only. Then clue 2 says player 1 and player 4 were trained by the same coach. Okay, that also is super to understand. Player 2, player 3, and player 5 are all different. So they were trained by different coaches. Player 5 and player 7 were trained by the same coach and got the same rating. Okay, so same rating is given here. All other players got a unique rating. That's very simple to understand. So which means that there are 2 ratings which are same, and the remaining 7 ratings have been given one rating to each of the players. And clue 4 says the average of the ratings of all the players was 4. Player 2 got the highest rating, which is player 2 must have got a rating of 7. The average of the ratings of the players trained by Yuki was twice that of the players trained by Zina, and 2 more than that of players trained by Zara. So this is the only mathematical clue. Right? And clue 7 says player 4's rating was double of player 8's rating and less than player 5's rating. Okay, these are the only 2 mathematical clues. Out of that, the remaining 6 clues are not even mathematical. So it's less of calculation, more of figuring out possibilities using the clues. So let's break down these clues. Okay, first, I'm going to be taking into consideration that Y only has trained even numbered players, Z only has trained odd numbered players. Now, if I look at clue 2 says player 1 and player 4 were trained by the same coach. Now see, 1 and 4 are 1 is odd and 1 is even. So which means only X could have been the coach to train players 1 and 4. Because Y can only train even numbered players and Z can only train odd numbered players, which means that I can denote the coach of player 1 and player 4 as X and X. Perfect. And they have said that while the coaches who trained players 2, 3, and 5 are all different. Now, see, there's one even number and there are two odd numbers. Now, 3 and 5 have been trained by different coaches. That means that one of these odd numbers must have been trained by Z. Another one of these odd numbers must have been trained by X. Right? That's the only single possibility that players 3 and 5, both of whom are odd numbered players, could be trained by different coaches, which means player 2 then will have to be coached by Y, because if among 2, 3, and 5, at least one player has been coached by Y, it has to be the even number player, which means that I can figure out that player 2 has been coached by Y. Excellent. Next, the third clue says player 5 and player 7 were trained by the same coach and got the same rating. Now see, 5 and 7 could be trained either by X or by Z. Now see, if X trains 5 and 7, then see already X is training 1 and 4. If I give 5 and 7 also to X, then I have got only one single odd number left, which is 3. Only that then will be left for Z to train. And that is not possible because every coach has to train 2 players at least. So that's why 5 and 7, X cannot coach, because if I put both 5 and 7 under X, then there is not enough number of players left for Z to train, which means that 5 and 7 must have been trained by Z or Zara. So let me also write that down. So all these players as coaches we have figured out. Right? And also, from the previous clue, we have been told that players 3 and 5 were trained by different coaches. So 3 and 5 have been trained by different coaches. And 5 has been trained by Z. And 3 has to be trained by X. So even player 3's coach we have figured out. So only 6 and 8 we do not know. So player 6's coach can either be Yuki or be X, or and 8 can either be X or be Yuki. But we also know that Xena trained more players than Yuki. That's what clue 1 says. Xena trained more players than Yuki. So if one of them I give to Yuki, then Yuki will have 2 players under them, and the remaining player, if I give it to X, then X will have 4 players under them. That is the only single possibility, right? So that's why I'm saying Y or X or Y. Both 6 and 8 cannot be trained by Yuki, because if Yuki is training both 6 and 8, then Yuki will be training 3 players and X is also training 3 players, and then they will have equal number of players that they are training. That is why one of them has to be trained by Yuki, other one has to be trained by Xena. So X or Y and Y or X for players 6 and 8. This is what we can figure out from the first 3 clues. So let me put that down here. And also we have been told that players 5 and 7 have gotten the same rating. So I have denoted the same rating as R, the rating that they have gotten as R. Next, we have been told that the player 5 and 7 got the same rating and all other players got a unique rating, which means that remaining players have gotten some other rating apart from whatever R is. So which means every number from 1 to 7 has appeared exactly once as a rating, apart from that one number which I'm denoting by R, which is appearing twice. We have also been told that average of all the players' ratings was 4, which means that 8 4s are 32 must be the sum of all the ratings. And that will be equal to sum of all the ratings, which is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus R, whatever R is. So if we make that equation, 1 plus 2 plus 7 or plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus R is equal to 32. And if we simplify that equation, I'll get the value of R as 4. So R is equal to 4, which means that player 5 and player 7 are each getting a rating of 4. And we have also been told that player 2 got the highest rating, which means that player 2, I can give the rating of 7. So 3 players' rating we have figured out. Now we have to figure out the rest of the players' rating using the numerical clues. Let's look at the numerical clues. I'm going to focus on clue number 7 first. 7 says player 4's rating was double of player 8's rating and less than player 5's rating. Now see, player 5's rating is 4. So player 4's rating has to be less than player 5's rating. It has to be less than 4. But it is twice of player 8's rating. So which means player 4's rating has to be an even number. There is only one even number which is less than 4, which is 2. So which means that I can say player 4's rating has to be 2. And that is double of player 8's rating, which means that player 8's rating will be exactly half of 2. So that will be equal to 1. So we have figured out 2 more players' ratings. Now we are only left with player 1, player 3, and player 6. These 3 players' rating we need to figure out, and their ratings will be 1 among 3, 5, and 6 respectively. Now let's look at clue 6. 6 says average of the ratings of the players trained by Yuki was twice that of the players trained by Xena and 2 more than that of the players trained by Zara. The great thing is that we know the ratings given by Zara. Zara is only training 2 players and their ratings are 4 and 4. So average of Zara's ratings is 4. Average of Yuki's rating is going to be 2 more than 4, which means average of Yuki's rating is 6. Which means put together, Yuki's 2 players will have a total rating of 12, out of which I know one rating is 7. Which means that the other rating must be 5. Okay. Now, if the other rating has to be 5, so it cannot be 1. That means that player number 8 cannot be trained by Yuki because Yuki's second player must have received a rating of 5 because 7 plus 5 will be 12. Then average of 2 players' total rating 12 will be 12 by 2, 6. And that is when the average of Yuki's players' rating will be 2 more than the players trained by Zara. So that is why player number 6 has been trained by Yuki and the rating that they have gotten is 5. Now, the remaining 2 players who have been trained by X, one of them has got a rating of 3. Another one has gotten a rating of 5, which is player 1 could have gotten a rating of 3 or 5. And player 3 could have gotten a rating of 5 or 3. Sorry, no, 3 or 5, 3 or 6. And player 3 could have got a rating of 6 and 3. Let's see if this satisfies the clue given in question number 6 or in clue number 6. Clue number 6 says average of the ratings of players trained by Yuki, which is 6. Was twice that of the players trained by Xena. Let's see. Xena's players' average rating is how much? So 6 plus 3, 9. 9 plus 2, 11. 11 plus 1, 12. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So average of Xena's ratings, average of X's ratings is 3. And clearly average of Y's rating is coming down to be 6. 7 plus 5 divided by 2. And that satisfies the condition. That means player 1 has gotten a rating of either 3 or 6. Player 3 has gotten a rating of either 6 or 3. So great thing about this question is that it is giving us a clue to verify whether we have made any mistake in making a note of the ratings of the players or not. And almost the entire table is filled, apart from there being one bit of ambiguity with respect to ratings received by players 1 and 3. Apart from that, we have a concrete table. And with this table, every single question can be directly solved. So this is the final table that we have. Now let's see, using this table, let's look at the questions. The questions are going to be cakewalk from here. What best can be concluded about the number of players coached by Zara? Zara is coaching exactly 2 players, player 5 and player 7. So exactly 2. Answer will be option C for question 1. Question 2, what was the rating given for player 7 or rating of player 7? Rating of player 7 is 4. So this was a type in the answer kind of a question, type in 4. Straightforward answer. What was the rating of player 6? Player 6 rating we have found out as 5. So excellent. That is also very, very simple to solve once you have the table made. And final question or penultimate question is for how many players the ratings can be determined with certainty. So apart from player 1 and player 3, remaining 5 players' ratings can be, remaining 6 players' ratings can be determined with certainty. Only 2 players have got a bit of ambiguity out of 8 players. So 6 will be the answer for question 4. And last question of the set, number 5 is who all were the players trained by Xena? So Xena has trained 1, 3, 4, and 8. So 1, 3, 4, 8. That is option C. Player 1, player 3, player 4, and player 8. So that becomes the answer for question 5. So 5 question set, slightly longer set gives you greater return of investment. And anyone who is a bit comfortable in putting clues together and then using them to come up with deductions should be able to solve the set within 7 to 8 minutes. And the beauty of the clues of this set is that you just have to go sequentially. You don't even have to select which clue to begin with. Because the first clue is most important. Second clue is next most important. Third clue is next most important. So as long as you are systematically taking into consideration every single clue that has been given, you can figure out this table pretty easily. I think it would take about 5 to 8 minutes to figure out this table in its entirety. And once you do that, every single question is hardly a 5-second question. So these are the answers for the questions of this set. Thank you.